direct speech always you have to keep in the inverted commas. Okay, suppose example if you see that Chaitra said, I am preparing for exams. So automatically we can find out with the inverted commas. Again, indirect speech or reported speech. What is the reported speech? We report what the actual speaker's words without changing the meaning of the sentence. We have to change only method of the sentence, but we don't want to change the meaning of the sentence. Example say, Chaitra said that she was preparing for exams. In the reported speech or indirect speech, we never use the inverted commas. At the same time, before changing any sentence direct to indirect speech, first of all, we should know that what kind of sentences are there. Because if you observe it here, what is there in the inverted commas, this is a one kind of sentence. So that's why before changing direct to indirect speech, first our duty is to find out what the model they are giving that. Suppose say types of sentences. Actually, what is sentence? Sentence means a group of words which makes the complete sense is called a sentence. We have four types of sentences. One is assertive sentence or declarative sentence or statement. Assertive sentence or declarative sentence or statement always starts with noun or a pronoun, ends with the full stop. With this hint, automatically we can find out that. And second one is interrogative sentence or questions. Suppose example if you observe it, question always ends with the question mark. Actually we have two types of questions. First one is WH questions. Means what, where, when, why, who, which. When you start the sentence with the WH questions, that's a one kind of model. And second thing is yes or no questions are the question starts with any auxiliary or helping verb. Example, have you finished your work? Or did you complete your work? Like this. Again, third one is imperative sentences. Imperative sentence always starts with the verb and ends with the full stop. If you observe the main difference for the statement and imperative sentences, both end with full stop only, but the difference is statement always starts with the noun or a pronoun, but imperative sentence starts with the verb. Okay, next example, suppose if you take it this example for the imperative sentence, please give me a pen, go and bring a file. Next exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence always ends with exclamatory symbol. Sometimes we have to use expressions like hooray, whoosh, aha, bravo, like that. Whatever you observe any expression, so automatically you have to use this exclamatory symbol. So like that, before changing the direct to indirect speech, first of all we should know about these four types of sentences. Right, before going to change any sentence direct to indirect speech, first you have to find out, and at the same time you want to know a few words. If you observe it here, example say, Sudha said, I have finished my work. This is direct to speech because you know that it is in the inverted commas. At the same time, if you observe this, Sudha said, it's a called reporting speech. Okay, sometimes it gives left side and sometimes it gives the right side. But we never worry about that. What is there in the inverted commas except the remaining part. That's a called reporting speech. And at the same time, said or sometimes asked, said to, told, says, like that, whatever you observe in this place, this is called reporting verb. Totally, our answer depends only on the reporting verb. Okay, if the reporting verb is given in the past tense, we have to use the different conditions. If the reporting verb is given in the present or the future, we have to use the different conditions. Again, we just think about that. Again, next to see right side, I have finished my work. This is called totally the left and right side. These two parts are called direct speech. And if you observe what is there in the inverted commas, if you observe the types of tense, so this is present perfect tense. How do you know that? have plus V3 form. And at the same time, this is called, what is there in the inverted commas? That's called reported speech. What is that? Reported speech. Reported speech, and also called it is statement model only. Statement model only. How do you know that this is a statement model? Because of, if you observe it here, the inverted commas means here sentence starts with the noun or a pronoun, ends with the full stop. That's why it is called statement model. Okay. Again, if the reporting verb is given in the past tense, if the reporting verb is given in the past tense, say that's very, very important. If the reporting verb is given in the past tense, we have to follow the following conditions to change into reported speech. You know that actually we have four models. One is statement, second one is interrogative, third one is imperative, fourth one is exclamatory. Suppose now just take it the first model, statement model. If the question is given in the statement model, if the reporting verb is given in the past tense, we have to apply these conditions to change into reported speech. The first condition is write said instead of said. Write told instead of said to. But don't write told to. Okay, at the place of reporting verb. At the place of reporting verb. Second condition is use that as a linker. Again, remove the inverted commas in any model. We don't have any right to use the inverted commas in the reported speech. And third condition, change the pronoun. So based on the subject, we have to change the pronoun. Again, change the verb into past tense. Okay, fifth condition, change the adverb if it is. If it is means if it is, you have to change it. Otherwise, leave it. This condition is not compulsory. If you observe any adverb in a given question, you have to change it. Otherwise, leave it. Okay, now we can see that how to change the verbs or how to change the adverbs. Okay. So, see now how the verbs will be changed. Suppose if you observe in direct speech and at the same time reported speech or indirect speech. So suppose if you take it am or is, so that automatically in the reported speech it will change as a was, or becomes was or were, depend on subject. Whatever just we take it, if we take it the subject is singular, so you have to use was. If we take it the plural subject, were. Has and have change as a had. Do or does plus V1. This one indicates to the simple present tense, negative past two sentence. And do or does plus not plus V1, that indicates to the simple present tense, negative sentence. This one positive, this one negative. Suppose if you get do or does plus V1, change as a V2. At the same time, do or does plus not plus V1, change as a did not plus V1. V1 means you know that present form of the verb or base form or root form. Again, V2 means past form of the verb. V3 means past participle of the verb. V4 means present participle or V1 plus ing. Suppose can change as a could, will change as a would, shall change as a should or would, may change as a might. At the same time, V2 change as a had plus V3. This one indicates the simple past change into past perfect tense. Say was or were plus V4. V4 means V1 plus ing. That one change as a had been plus V4. Means past continuous change into past perfect continuous tense. So like this we can change the verbs when you write or when you change the direct to indirect speech. At the same time, sometimes adverb. So suppose if you observe that means DS direct speech and IDS indirect speech. Suppose this change as a that, these, those, here, there, now, then, today, the today, tomorrow, the next day or the following day, yesterday, the previous day or the day before, ago, before. Like this, if you, means adverb is not compulsory. If you observe any adverb in a sentence, we have to change like this. If you don't have any adverb in a given sentence, no need to change it. As it is without adverb form, we have to write, we have to change direct to indirect speech. Now just we take some examples. Okay, then you can understand easily. Now first we take the example to the statement model. Already we know that how to find out the statement model. whenever you observe the inverted commas, when the sentence starts with a noun or a pronoun and ends with the full stop, that is considered only as a statement model. Suppose if we get the question in the statement model to change into reported speech, nearly we said 5 or the 6 conditions. The first condition is say use said instead of said at the place of reporting verb, use told instead of said to at the place of reporting verb. Again, use that as a linker. That is used only for the statement model. Again, change the pronoun. Again, change the verb into past tense. Again, finally, if any adverb is there, we have to change that one. Okay, but now if you see that Charita right said as it is, just remove that inverted commas and use linker for these two connecting words. Suppose if you observe it here, that as a linker. Again, I means it indicates the first character. I am changed as a was, a good girl as it is. So this is the speech, the indirect speech. At the same time, second one say Nikhil said it to Irfan. We are writing examinations. Suppose instead of said it to write to same as it is, use that as a linker. We means they automatically or change as a verb and writing the examinations. At the same time, third one say Pawan said to Dikshit, I don't like sweets. So Pawan same said it to means told, Dikshit linker that. I means Pawan instead of Pawan write he and don't change as a didn't means did not like sweets. Again last, Somo said to is a friend, you are a good boy. Suppose here you feel that maybe friend means a boy. So suppose Somu told is a friend that you indicates to the second character. Suppose here boy not there means another instead of friend we can write he or she, but here boy is there, so based on that we have to take it only as he. Again see here, actually are here we used as a plural because this subject is the plural, but here you indicates the singular subject, that's why or change as a was. Okay, like that based on the subject we have to use or change as a was or were. So like this, these are all the example to the statement model. Is it clear? Right, model to questions. Suppose example if you take it that here, so Chaitra said to Charita, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, next one more. Somo said to Charan, have you finished your homework? If you observe here, we have two types of questions. One is WH question and second one is helping verb. Okay, anyway, so first of all, we have conditions to change into reported speech. The first condition is instead of said or said to, write simply asked. Write simply asked. Instead of said or said to, in the reported speech, write asked. Again, second condition is remove inverted commas and question mark also. Means again we don't have any right to use the question mark. Again, third thing is if the question is given with questioning word like what, where, when, why, etc. We have to use the same word which is given in the question as a linker. At the same time, Suppose if the question is given with helping verb is, was, can, will, etc. We have to use if or whether as a linker. Next, same thing, remaining things. Change the pronoun. Next, to change the verb into past tense. Last condition, change the adverb if it is. Okay, so like that, if you get any question model by applying these conditions, you have to change into reported speech. Now we can see with examples.